Assalamu alaikum students, this is Ms. Beena. I am here again with the remaining lecture of chapter Making Ammonia in Industry. Let's have a short review of the previous lecture which we have done. In this chapter, we discussed that ammonia is one of the topmost chemicals which is needed to make fertilizers. A German chemist Fritz Haber developed a process that produced ammonia, in which we produced ammonia by reacting nitrogen and hydrogen. So the raw materials are nitrogen and hydrogen, and the temperature for the process is 450 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 200 atmosphere are kept to yield ammonia in the Haber process. Now today we are going to discuss the economics of making ammonia. A typical ammonia plant makes around 1200 tons of liquid ammonia per day. The company aims to make a profit, so it will reduce its costs where possible. The yield of ammonia varies at different temperatures and pressures, and we have to think about the optimum pressure and temperature for the production of ammonia, so that our time is saved and our costs are also reduced. As you can see in this picture, here is a graph in which we can see that at different pressures and temperatures, what is the effect on the percentage of ammonia yield. So if we increase the pressure, as you can see, then the yield of ammonia is also increased, and if we increase temperature, then it is decreased, because the first curve, which is around 350 degrees Celsius, this is giving us the best yield because it is going towards 60% ammonia production. So we have to provide a moderate temperature. We will not go towards the higher temperature because it will reduce the yield. Choosing the temperature and pressure, the graph shows how the yield of ammonia changes with the temperature and pressure. So for the optimum, that is the highest yield, we would choose a pressure of 400 atmosphere, which was the highest in the graph, and a temperature of 350 degree Celsius. But instead, the plant uses it chooses 200 atmosphere and 450 degrees Celsius, as we have discussed in our last lecture as well. Why? What is the reason? What do you think that why are we using this temperature and pressure? The answer is here in front of you, that for the optimum yield, to raise the pressure of a gas, we have to squeeze it into a smaller and smaller space, because if we want to increase the pressure, so we have to squeeze the gases more and more. And this is a very expensive process. It needs powerful pumps and a lot of electricity to run them. So it will be a very expensive option. The choice of 200 atmosphere rather than 400 helps to save money. Here note that the pipes, converter and other tanks which we are using in this process have to be really sturdy to withstand this pressure. So all these pipes and tanks which we are using in this process should also be resistant of this temperature and pressure. At 350 degrees Celsius, the reaction gives the best yields, but the rate is too slow because we are not using 400 pressure because that was very expensive. So we are using 200 atmosphere, and at 350 degrees Celsius, the rate of the reaction will be too slow. When we aim to produce 1200 tons of ammonia per day, the temperature is raised to 450 degrees Celsius as a compromise, because if we are slightly raising the temperature, it will also increase the rate of the reaction. So the conditions in the converter are not optimum, and then we are also recycling the unreacted gases, because not all the hydrogen and nitrogen molecules are converted into ammonia and many molecules are left. So we will recycle them so that they can react again. Okay, now let's talk about the catalyst we are using in this reaction, that is iron. All catalysts get poisoned in the end by impurities, because when we use any catalyst and at the end of the reaction, whatever the particles are left, they can react with the impurities or the byproducts produced in the reaction. In this way, they will get poisoned. So the iron catalyst has other substances added to it to slow down poisoning, and we are using it at suitable temperatures and pressure. so that it will be reducing the poisoning. Even so, it must be replaced every few years, which means shutting the plant down. So it is also very important to shut the plant down and to stop the process so that we can replace the substances used and the catalyst used. Chemists are still trying to improve the catalyst performance because they are trying to save money, they are trying to make this process more economical. For that, they are continuously researching and developing new ways to improve the performance of the substances utilized. The raw materials that are nitrogen and hydrogen, luckily, air and water are easy to obtain because they are not expensive. But we still need natural gas or compounds from oil to make hydrogen. For this reason, ammonia plants are usually within easy reach of natural gas terminals or oil refineries. In fact, many oil and gas companies manufacture ammonia as a way to increase their profits. So, ammonia plants are usually situated and they are manufactured near oil factories or near natural gas terminals so that it will become easy to access natural gas or compounds from hydrocarbons so that we can get hydrogen for the reaction. Also, it is observed that many oil and gas companies that are producing oil and gas, they are also producing ammonia because if they have oil, so they can easily produce hydrogen and they can get nitrogen from air and they can also yield ammonia. So, in order to increase their profits, they are also utilizing this strategy. So, this was all about this chapter. Now the remaining questions of this chapter are in front of you. Explain why a lower pressure and higher temperature are used to yield ammonia. Next question is, what effect will be observed in the production of ammonia if we reduce pressure up to 50 atmospheres? And the last question is, draw a neat and label diagram to show Haber process by yourself. Solve all these questions in your fair journals and then revise this chapter. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz.